Hi guys, we are here from Bladesandtriggers and welcome back. So today we stuck pretty much indoors, a bit of quite rainy weather out here in Cape Town, but I decided to show off something quite interesting, new to the market, new to the sort of the airsoft game in South Africa. It is the Lancer Tactical, and this is the Gen 3 version. So yeah, we're going to unbox this, take a look and see what's on the inside, and then giving a little bit of a rundown on what it's all about. I am going to try and do a velocity check as well as run through the firing modes. So we're going to get through that firing modes in a bit. But while you're at it, and before you get going, before you go further, don't forget to like and subscribe. Stay tuned. Okay, so we got rid of that big box. And the main bits are just here. What you get in the box itself would be the gun, one magazine. You get an extra low spring kit. And the gun itself has a normal M120 spring, and it will give you around about 380 to 400 foot per second. With your extra low spring kit, you're looking at just over 300 foot per second to 330 FPS. So it's quite a interesting add-on that they actually add with the gun for those guys that actually play CQBs or to actually get the velocity a little bit lower. So furthermore, what you also get into in the box itself, your general Gen 3 manual, and quite detailed enough as well, will give you the full rundown of the gun. The patches are quite cool. So you get standard patch that actually is added onto or attached to your gun with your 1-year repair warranty, as well as, don't fall, as well as your Zion Arms patch. So the Zion Arms, quite interesting enough, goes together with the gun. So the Gen 3 Lancer Tacticals pretty much are all fitted with a upgraded MOSFET system. So Zion Arms and Lancer Tactical actually teamed together, and the Zion Arms MOSFET are fitted into the Gen 3 versions. And the cool thing about the MOSFET is that, let's just count here. Yeah, there's around about 7 different firing modes, from semi-auto, 2-ball burst, 3-ball burst, 4-ball burst, 5-ball, as well as a binary mode, binary trigger mode, and full auto. And yeah, quite easily enough, you can actually set it just with the trigger itself. We're going to get into the settings in a bit later. But yeah, let's take a look at more features of the gun itself. So taking a look at the rifle itself, the makeup of the gun is pretty much polymer. You have a polymer receiver as well as your polymer foregrip itself. Key mod rail system on the front. By the way, this is the LT19B G3. Okay, well, pop-up side just decided to do something on its own just there. But yeah, exactly as you see, flip up sights. All you need to do is basically pop the button, and your flip up sights would pop up rear and forward. On the rifle itself, you've got, this specific model is a 10-inch or a 10-inch barrel, and it has a 6.02 tight bore barrel fitted already with the rifle. It comes already fitted. As I mentioned, you obviously get on the inside, you get the Nebula MOSFET system, a Nebula ETU that's already fitted in the rifle, and that is a programmable MOSFET. In terms of the settings that you can actually set the gun to, as we mentioned, around about 7 settings. Further on with the rifle itself, cool thing about this specific model, and is I suppose the majority of the Gen 3 is they're actually fitted with your MOSFET, your DINS connectors at the rear end of the rifle. Adjustable stock. And the cool thing about the DINS connectors, or the problem with the DINS connectors today, is that I brought the wrong battery along. So before we actually get into the programmings, I need to run back to the store or basically just get that sorted. I've got a cool trigger system, or a blade trigger that you obviously have at the bottom over here, and quite a nice feel to the trigger as well. Another cool feature that you get with the rifle is its magazine. It's around about 120 round magazine, and on the flip side you actually have a display window, and as you can see there, we're getting to the end of the magazine with a couple of BBs left, so that helps you actually in game. When you get to the last 20 BBs, it will actually feature, you'll see the follower at the bottom. You know that we're getting close to the end of the magazine, and I'm going to have to do a mag change on there. So a couple of other features, as I mentioned, yes, the Dean's connectors are already fitted on the rifle. It's a program or upgradable gearbox that you get with the rifle. We did mention your tight foot barrel, which generally in most cases on certain rifles you need to actually do that aftermarket or afterwards itself, whereas with the Gen 3 it already comes with it, which is quite interesting. And yeah, you do get that extra spring, which makes the gun actually quite handy. If you're going to be playing CQB or close quarter games, then just change the spring to lower that velocity. Alternatively, yeah, with the current spring, you can do your normal outdoor games as well. So from here, what we're going to be doing is going to show you the programming modes on the MOSFET and get that shooting, as well as try and do a velocity check, velocity test in a bit. All right, that's the Lancer Tactical LT19B. Stay tuned for the shooting video. All right, so let's take a quick look at the firing modes that you actually get with Nebula ETU or Nebula MOSFET. So standardly it will come out as normal semi and full auto fire. And quite interesting enough, you can actually get it set in a very simple way. You need to move it you need to move your selector switch between auto and semi 2 times for it to go into programming mode. So let's try that out. There it goes. It gives you a bit of a click sound and you hear a beep that goes into programming mode. And then first trigger pull will give you 1 ball burst, 2 ball burst, and there's quite a distinctive beep. So there's 4 beeps there, 5 beeps, and that's binary. I'm actually going to leave it on binary, keep the trigger in again, and that sets it to the actual mode that you have it in. And the cool thing about the binary mode is whenever you pull the trigger the first time and release it, it shoots again. So yeah, that is quite an interesting trigger setup. So you got it from 1 ball, 2 ball, 3 ball, 4 ball, 5 ball, your binary mode, and then back to full auto. So that's the trigger setup of the Lancer Tactical Gen 3. Alright, and there we have it. The Lancer Tactical LT19B Gen 3. Quite an awesome little rifle itself. If you're looking to get into airsoft, alternatively get into or get a second rifle or third, with a bit of a difference without having to actually do a lot of upgrades, then the Lancer Tactical Gen 3s would actually do that for you. Fairly decently priced as well, and yeah, you can actually get them at any BNT store nationwide. Pop us an email or alternatively visit us on bntonline.co.za, or alternatively the 13 stores. Our guys will be available for you or to help you and assist you on your next airsoft purchase. See you soon on the next video. Don't forget to like and subscribe.